welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Chairman, post committee.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Well, sir, my brief is to provide security for the movement. The security for it, both on land and on water. So I'm going with it. All right.
Thank you for doing a great job.
Thank you, sir.
You are behind time, you have to go back.
Shockingly, it will amaze you to know that it is not a Nigerian registered ship. It's a Moldovan ship. Some set of persons must have brought it into the country, possibly without registering it or changing the registry, started using it to do business. And the business it was caught with was loading crude oil. This is not the first time this ship is doing something like that. We've been monitoring quite a lot of them. In this incident, it went to the Sengana oil field. So this is not the one that went to Sengana. This was the one that went to Sengana. We're dealing with two. So this went to the Sengana oil field where it made fast to an oil platform. The area where it made fast is not designed for loading. It's only designed for production. So that was one of the things that first triggered us, because we were monitoring the movement all the way from Lagos. And the direction in which it was going shows that it was going to do something nefarious. So that was the situation. And we were able to muster those who were killed at that particular time. And we went there. And we would also like to let you know that we couldn't have done this alone if not for the support of the Nigerian security forces who were with us. The civil defense was with us. And as you can see here, the Navy also is with us. The police is also with us to be able to bring this ship to book. So in summary, that was what happened on board the ship. It's got, I think it came with our 15 crew members, according to the captain, during the whole arrangement to bring them under law enforcement. I think 3 of them panicked and jumped overboard. We didn't see those 3. We don't know, and we couldn't confirm either, but that's the captain's statement. In his words also, he did agree that what they came to do was illegal, he wasn't comfortable, and he wanted to leave the ship. That's what he said. But we don't think that was the case. He's a very experienced person. He knows what he's doing. So the matter is with the police. They're investigating and drilling down. I believe they've invited the owners or those who are marketing the ship for business to come and answer. But whether they've reported, I'm not too sure. But that's the summary of the event. Before we apprehended, they started loading the number 3 port and starboard. So we didn't allow them to take too much because we don't know the decision the federal government is going to make. So allowing it to load beyond a certain level of destruction without marine pollution will be too much. So we had to stop the loading. So we got videos of the loading just in case people will want it at some point. We'll give it to you so you can see for yourselves that it was absolutely an illegal connection and an illegal operation. So that's where we are. Is there any questions, please?
General Yuvi Onachukwu, Commander 63 Brigade, and also Commander Sector 1, Joint Task Force South-South, Operation Delta Self. My mandate to secure life and property in Delta State, and as Sector Commander in Joint Task Force South-South, Operation Delta Self, my mandate is equally to protect the critical national infrastructure, especially the oil installations in Delta State. We've been in partnership with Tantita, and the arrest was made by a joint team from Tantita and my sector. And presently, the ship is under the custody of my sector. So we will be evacuating the arrested crew members to Abuja in the next 2-3 days. Defense Intelligence Agency will come and pick them up, and then they'll continue from there.
Can you just tell us what word you have for those thinking of perpetrating this illegal act in Nigeria and Waterway?
Yes, for those thinking of perpetrating this type of heinous crime against our nation, they should think twice. One, every patriotic Nigerian knows that the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria needs every drop of oil that we can produce. Our nation needs the revenue that is coming from these oil resources. So anybody doing anything to the contrary, even if you steal a gallon of this crude oil, you are a national saboteur. Secondly, the resolve of the federal government to stamp out oil theft is total and absolute. The collaboration between Tantita Security Services and the Armed Forces of Nigeria to stamp out this crime is total and absolute, and we will pursue it to the logical conclusion.
Sir, the last time the CDS was here,
yes,
he vowed that they were going to change their tactics, that they were going to go after the barons who are sponsoring this and not just the crew. How far has that...
Oh well, that is beyond my brief. I am in the field. I don't know where the barons are.
Then,
yes.
What becomes of the arrested vessels?
Well, in line with the SOP of Operation Delta Self, the vessel will be destroyed here.
Okay.
When all the necessary evidences have been taken and the authority gives go ahead, the vessel will be destroyed. The essence of the destruction is for the perpetrators to lose totally everything they have invested in the heinous crime.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Finally, your name again for those
My name is Brigadier General Ugochukwu Vitus Onachukwu, Commander 63 Brigade, and also the Commander Sector 1, Joint Task Force South-South, Operation Delta Self.
What's the victus? Spell the victus.
VITUS, VITUS.
Okay.
These that are here working in collaboration with Tantita, this House Committee on Oil Theft, led by Right Honorable Alhassan Ado-Doguwa, is here with all the chairmen of the other associated committees. He doubles as chairman upstream, Chairman Gas, Niger Delta, host communities, and a number of other committee chairmen who are associated with issues of the petroleum and gas sector. And we are here because Tantita and the Nigerian military has done a good job, and the parliament required that we come and see and report back. So we have come, we have seen, the suspects are in safekeeping with the Nigerian military. Tantita has done well to, after arresting, also ensure that they hand over equipments and men to the military, who are those who have the official rights and constitutional provision to bring whoever that is a suspect to justice. And so we are happy that we are here. We still have more vessels to see, and maybe we'll visit your office. Thereafter, our team lead, the chairman, is going to address the press. However, I want to thank you very much. You are salvaging the situation. Nigeria is happy with you, and whatever we can do to encourage you to make sure you are in good footing to be able to carry on this good job that you are doing for this country. As a parliament, Mr. Speaker sent us to tell you that the House of Reps is ready to support you, to encourage you, both Tantita and the Nigerian security agencies, to ensure that we wipe out oil theft. So I want to thank you for the good work, and God bless you.
Just introduce yourself. Let's meet you.
Gentlemen of the press, let me say good afternoon to all of you. My name is Hon Ado-Doguwa. I am the House Special Committee Chairman on Crude Oil Theft. I also chair the House Standing Committee on Petroleum Upstream. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, like you might have noticed, this committee on crude oil theft is specifically in the creeks this day of Friday, the 9th or 10th day of February, specifically to come and see for ourselves what is actually happening around the shores of our oil and gas industry in the Niger Delta. And more so because the House is so much concerned about the incessant and rising streak of crude oil theft and crisis happening over this around this Niger Delta area. And for that reason, we have decided to come and see for ourselves what is actually happening. We are also not bedeviled of the fact that there was recent arrest of oil vessels, first, second, and even third instance by the Tantita around the shores of the waters here around the Niger Delta area. So we came to see for ourselves what is happening, and we were able to visit the sites of these arrested vessels. And on behalf of the National Assembly, especially the House of Representatives, and relevant committee chairmen of the oil and gas committees in the House of Representatives, I want to tell you that we are all out to see to the increased production of our oil and gas industry in the country. One of the major challenges we are facing is about increased production. In the recent stakeholder meeting we've had with the Minister of the Economy, the issue has always been about increased production. No matter what oil will be in the future, but at least we are now sure of the fact that it remains the live wire of the economy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And continued crisis like this, where you have issues of theft, vandalization of pipelines, and a lot of other crises around the oil-producing states, is of serious concern to the National Assembly, and particularly to this committee, which has a special mandate around 4 years, one full tenure mandate to oversee these unfortunate happenings on the shores of our states, oil-producing states. And by what we have seen today, we have seen a complete sense of determination, a complete sense of commitment by the Nigerian security agencies, alongside with the private support and private commitment of the private company we call Tantita. Tantita is one good company that has been doing well for the nation and the country for that matter. We have seen how much Tantita has done in trying to protect our oil assets, our economic liveware in the creeks and what have you. And this is being led by the chief executive of the company, High Chief Twompolo. And it's in this regard that the committee would like to say a very big thank you to him on behalf of the people of Nigeria and on behalf of members of the House of Representatives. And we will continue to do the best we can in terms of partnership, in terms of collaborating with some of these civil security organizations, the Nigerian security agencies also. We collaborate and partner with them to see how we can promote protection of our oil assets around the creek. This will involve not only creating the enabling environment. We will also try to review surveillance and intelligence operations and structures around our oil assets. We will also see to the possibility of also creating a legal framework where these private institutions, private security institutions like Tantita, will be allowed to operate not only on the shallow waters, to go up and operate even in the high seas, to see deep water, to see how they can protect our assets, to see how they can fight seriously against oil theft and this kind of vandalization that has continued to affect adversely the development of our economy. The economy is around the oil sector, and we must have to do whatever is needed to protect our oil assets and to protect this very particular area, so that we will continue to catch up with the quota accorded to us by OPEC, which is the most important thing. We must do that because it's only when you do that you can be able to actually generate the desired revenue, the desired resources to develop the country, and reduce pressure on the naira. So many other things. So I want to say on behalf of the committee that we have seen a very good work done by Tantita. We have also seen a very good work being done by our security agencies, the Nigerian Army, the Navy, and the Nigerian Civil Defense, doing their very best. And on our own part, we'll continue to now create a better performing environment for them to see to the protection of our oil assets.
In terms of going after what more do you think the government should do?
What of extension of the contract? Some areas extension of the contract.
I don't know if
it's key. This is key.
House of Rep is going to
tell us what you're here for.
Yes. My name is Honorable Eugene Okechukwu. I represent the very good people of Ohajebe, Maugu, Tandoru West at the National Assembly, House of Reps precisely. And I'm the House Committee Chairman on Niger Delta Affairs. We are on a visit in Baramatu Kingdom, Rosa, to visit for on-the-spot assessment of the vessel arrested by Tantita Group of Companies Limited. And we have seen the vessels. There are 2 in number, and we have been able to interview the captain, and even they showed us some of the inmates, some of the people that were caught in the act, and we have interviewed them, and they have accepted culpable of the allegation against them, which the security is going to probe into it the more. Again, we are encouraging, in fact, for some time now, Nigeria as a people, an NPC, we've not had it so good like this. Before now, our barrel per day was less than a million barrel per day. But as today, you can see that we are now making about 1,000 plus. And of course, at the National Assembly, 1 million plus, we are having 1 million plus. And our budgeted crude estimate per day is 1,800,000 per day, 1.8. Are you getting me? So, but by the grace of God, the way Tantita is working is going to be realized, because anything short of that means that we are going to run into deficit budget. So on that note, I encourage the federal government to encourage Tantita and help them with the challenges so that they can do more, because actually they have done very well in terms of safeguarding our oil and other infrastructures within the marine areas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.